Hello, I'm Carissa Colasiopo, intuitive healer and coach, helping you awaken to your intuition, specifically when it comes to food and listening to your body today. So, do you ever feel flighty and scattered and like you have a lot of things to do, but you keep running around in circles, not really getting anything done? I know that happens to me sometimes. It happens to a lot of us creative types. And what I have noticed is that it's like my energy is up here, very in my head, very, moving, and it just kind of feels like this actually. If I did a movement that depicted what that feeling felt like. And I just need something to hold me down, right? But not hold me down too much that I don't get anything done. That's not good either. So what I'm suggesting is that certain foods can actually help us ground and get more centered and more focused. There's also activities you can do, like going out in nature and grounding yourself that way. Diving into your artwork, if you're a musician, if you're an artist, whatever it is, there's lots of activities you could do, gardening. But I want to help you understand that there's also different foods that will help you ground. And everybody is different, so I want you to pay attention, experiment with yourself, with what you need, and feel into your body and feel into what it's telling you it needs. Kind of not your cravings though. a lot of us have sugar cravings, and that's not actually your intuition telling you you need sugar. It's actually the yeast, certain bugs in your system that are supposed to be there, but sometimes there's too many of them, and they actually are the ones that are craving that sugar, and that could be what's causing your cravings. So I don't want you to go into intuitive eating thinking that you're just going to answer to all your cravings, because that's not what I'm talking about. Please don't do that. I want you to just pay more attention and even take a few breaths and experiment with talking to your body and feeling into what you need. Genuinely kind of dipping under the craving and feeling what it needs. So if you're feeling flighty and scattered and like you're not getting anything done, and you feel into that and kind of feel what could help me ground down. And for me, the answer was protein. And I think for a lot of you, that might help as well. The only way to know is to try things. Try listening to your body, and then, acting on what you believe your intuition is telling you, and then see what happens over time. Just kind of being genuinely curious and treating it as an experiment and just seeing what happens. And little by little, through trial and error, you'll get to know your intuition. You'll notice when you were right, and you'll notice when you were wrong. And you can start to take mental or even take notes in a journal if you feel like that would help you. And just over time, you'll get to know your intuition through that trial and error process. It's very interesting. So, protein. I chose to make some fish and a little bit of root vegetables, not too many for my body because root vegetables are starchy and that is sugar. And root vegetables are also very grounding, but because I know my body doesn't like too much of that, I just have to watch the amounts, but a certain amount is good. And then I added some spinach with it so that it's more rounded and, fiber, get it moving through your system. You don't want to get constipated. So just adding a nice rounded roundedness to the energies, a little bit of lightness with the spinach, grounding energy in the fish, grounding energy with a little bit of starch. And when I ate this meal, I truly did, like, I checked in and I felt so much more grounded and centered and focused. And then I could get my writing done. I could get my tasks done that I wanted to do, that I already had in mind to do before, but I was just, my thoughts were just kind of going like this. And then after having that grounding food, I was able to kind of collect them in a more centered space like this so that I could do something with them and be more productive. It's very interesting. And actually, as a side note, I just want to mention on the topic of protein that people with high anxiety, depression, I'm not I don't have clinical depression, but I definitely am prone to that side of the coin. Definitely high anxiety. I need adequate protein. A vegetarian diet would not work for me. It doesn't work for a lot of people. So just putting that out there, it will be more challenging to feel grounded, most likely, if you're not getting enough protein in your diet. But experiment and see what works for you. And if you would like help through this process in a more one-to-one fashion, then please DM me, or you can book a 20-minute no strings discovery call through my website, because I can help you access that subconscious part of you and navigate through there, deep into that intuitive part of yourself in a much quicker and efficient manner. So experiment, see what happens, write things down, and let me know what you find out. And as always, ask me questions. And let everybody know in the comments how your progress is going, because it will inspire others to go down this healing road with us. Okay, happy healing, everyone.